We're Leadership in Greater Madison. We're the Quality of Life group. Welcome to the Bike Rodeo 2014.
The Quality of Life group quickly connected and aligned on a vision to further capitalize on Madison as a wonderful place for bicyclists of all ages and abilities, but with opportunities to be even better. In particular, our group wanted to identify how we could promote bicycle awareness, interest, and safety among youth.
Did you know that children make up only 14% of the population, but they account for over half of all bicycle injuries?
When a child is in a bike crash, 90% of the time it's the child's fault. Compared to adults, when an adult is in a bike crash, only 60% of the time it's the adult's fault.
Over a 6-year period, Madison police responded to 40 child-related bike accidents. Most suffered injuries, but some resulted in death.
You know, far too often we see kids on unsafe bikes, and you know, it's one of those things where it's really hard to, especially I live in this neighborhood, and it's really hard to see kids riding around with broken pedals, brakes that don't work, flat tires, that sort of thing, and it's not safe. And you know, so it's really good to be able to actually do something about that and go out and be, hey, you know what, your bike's broken, we're gonna fix it for you, don't worry about paying for it, we'll take care of you.
Our team volunteered to staff a bike rodeo held at Hegel Elementary School on Madison's west side.
And so we call this blast off position because when you put your foot there, it allows you to push down real hard right away to go straight across the street. The last thing we're going to learn as a part of this station, besides having our foot in the blast off position, is how to look for cars. When we look for cars, we're going to look 3 times. We're going to look to the left, then to the right, and then one more time to the left.
The event gave our team a chance to work one-on-one with kids, learn about how to run the event, and helped create a deeper understanding of the impact this kind of event can have on kids developing safe bicycling behaviors while engaging parents and guardians in the process. We knew from this experience that we wanted to leverage the bike rodeo concept as our platform for promoting youth bicycle education.
Passing by.
Thank you. Have fun.
You too.
Area kids are learning some valuable bike safety tips here just in time for the new school year. Leadership Greater Madison partnered with the Madison Police and Fire Departments for today's Bike Rodeo. Kids learned how to properly fit their helmet and check their bike equipment, along with some other advice that'll keep them safe when they're biking to and from school.
Following the rules of the road, being wary of pedestrians on sidewalks, stopping at stop signs, riding in a straight line, being able to look over their left shoulder without swerving and hitting something else.
After today's rodeo, all the participants got free admission into the Madison Children's Museum.
So today we had a bike rodeo. There was 8 different stations. The purpose of a bike rodeo is to teach kids in the community skills that will enable them to ride their bikes both safely as a means of exercise and getting some time out of doors, and then also as a means of transportation, whether they're getting from home to school or enabling them to get out in the community and have the freedom to go places without their parents, and it kind of opens up a whole new world to them. So the stations at the bike rodeo, we try to teach them skills that will allow them to safely ride and to ride within the confines of the law and make sure that they're doing everything that they can to be safe out there, interacting with cars and other bicycles and pedestrians even. So those are kind of the purpose of the stations that we have.
A few bike rodeos a year. I mean, do we do more than 12?
Well, they're sponsored by individual groups.
Okay.
The city of Madison per se doesn't do them. We get invited to the event by, a scout group or a neighborhood group or something like that.
Like Leadership in Greater Madison?
Exactly. So we help out with events like this.
Excellent. And I know you were gracious enough to provide us with some equipment and some ideas and some supplies so we could put on a safe rodeo for kids.
That's what I do.
We had the opportunity to present our project at the Wisconsin Bike Federation Summit on October 10th at Edgewood College. This summit allowed us to present to cycling enthusiasts regarding bicycle awareness and safety and the role of bike rodeos in promoting safety. As part of the legacy component, we created a bike rodeo toolkit to forward to anyone interested in organizing a bike rodeo themselves. After our presentation, we received interest from a number of different groups asking for a copy of the toolkit so they could bring back the bike rodeo concept to their own communities. In addition, the toolkit will be made available through our sponsors.
And most of us here all grew up riding our bikes around neighborhoods like this, getting around in the summers, and it's really something that we want to be able to pass along to make sure that future generations are also getting that same freedom, that same enjoyment of riding a bicycle and doing it safely.